everyone, and welcome back to the Chill English channel. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. We're so glad you're here with us today. Today, we're going to talk about a very useful topic for English learners, how to talk about your day.
Yes, this is one of the most practical skills you can learn because everyone has a daily routine. Talking about your day helps you practice verbs, times, and simple sentences.
Exactly. And you can use these phrases in conversations with friends, classmates, teachers, or even when you write about yourself.
So, let's start with the morning. Sophia, what's the first thing you usually do when you wake up?
Well, I usually wake up at 7. The first thing I do is open my eyes and get out of bed.
That's a good start. For me, I often wake up at 6:30, sometimes even earlier if I have work to do.
Wow, you're an early bird. After I wake up, I go straight to the bathroom.
Same here. In the bathroom, I brush my teeth and wash my face.
I also brush my teeth. And sometimes I use mouthwash to feel extra fresh.
That's a good habit. After washing my face, I sometimes shave if I need to.
And I sometimes put on a little makeup in the morning. It depends on the day.
See, these are all small but important daily actions. Wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, shave, put on makeup, go to the kitchen, make breakfast, have breakfast, eat fruit, drink coffee or tea.
Right. And after breakfast comes getting dressed.
Yes, I go to my room and choose my clothes. Then I get dressed.
When we say get dressed, it means to put on our clothes for the day.
Exactly. And after that, I put on my shoes and sometimes a coat if it's cold.
I do the same. If it's summer, maybe just shoes. But in winter, a jacket or coat.
Then it's time to leave the house.
Yes, I usually leave the house around 8.
Same here. I go to work, so leaving the house is part of my routine.
Some people go to school instead. Others might stay home and work online.
That's true. So you can change the phrases to fit your own life.
Let's review the morning verbs so far. Wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, shave, put on makeup, go to the kitchen, make breakfast, eat breakfast, drink coffee, get dressed, put on shoes, put on a coat, leave the house.
That's a lot of useful vocabulary already.
And you can put them together to describe your own morning. For example, I can say, I wake up at 6:30, I get out of bed, I brush my teeth and wash my face, I make tea and eat cereal. Then I get dressed, put on my shoes, and leave the house to go to work.
Perfect. And I can say, I wake up at 7, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and sometimes put on makeup. I make coffee and toast, then get dressed, put on my coat, and leave the house at 8.
See how simple that is? Short, clear sentences that describe daily actions.
That's the beauty of learning how to talk about your day. You don't need big or complicated grammar. You just use simple verbs and clear phrases.
And the best part is you can practice every single day because you always have a routine.
Exactly. So, listeners, try to say your morning routine in English. Start small, maybe just 3 sentences, then add more details when you feel ready.
Yes, and if you're not sure, you can even write it down first. Writing helps you remember the words.
Great idea. So, that's the morning routine, from waking up to leaving the house.
So, Sophia, after leaving the house, how do you usually get to work?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I take the bus, sometimes I walk if the weather is nice.
That's good exercise. I usually drive to the office, but if I'm working from home, I just go to my desk.
That's the easiest commute of all. So here we learn verbs like take the bus, walk to work, and drive to work.
Exactly. And if you're a student, you can say, I go to school. I walk to school. I take the bus to school.
Very useful. Now, when you arrive at work, what's the first thing you do?
Usually, I sit at my desk, turn on my computer, and check my emails.
Same here. At my job, I also answer emails and sometimes join meetings.
Meetings are when people get together to talk about work, sometimes in person, sometimes online.
That's right. And students can say, I sit in class. I listen to the teacher. I take notes.
Exactly. At work, I often write reports, prepare lessons, or plan projects.
And sometimes I make phone calls or talk with colleagues.
So we have many useful verbs for work and study. Sit at my desk, use the computer, read emails, write reports, make phone calls, join meetings, listen to the teacher, take notes.
That's a very common routine for many people.
Around noon, it's time for lunch.
Yes, I usually eat lunch around 12:30. I sometimes bring food from home, or I go out to eat.
Nice. I usually make a sandwich or eat a salad, something quick and light.
Lunch vocabulary is important too. Have lunch, eat a sandwich, drink water, go out to eat.
And if you're in school, you might say, I eat lunch in the cafeteria with my friends.
That's a fun one. After lunch, what do you usually do, Jake?
I usually go back to work. I sit down again, answer more emails, and continue with my tasks.
Same here. Afternoons are usually busy for me. Sometimes I write, sometimes I prepare lessons, sometimes I join another meeting.
And students can say, I study English. I do homework. I read a book. I write in my notebook.
So we're building more and more useful verbs. Eat lunch, drink water, go back to work, continue working, do homework, study English.
Yes, and the good thing is, these are all simple present tense sentences.
That's true. You don't need complicated grammar to describe your routine.
Let me try an example. I leave the house at 8. I take the bus to work. I sit at my desk, use my computer, and read emails. At 12:30, I eat lunch. After lunch, I go back to work and continue until the evening.
That's excellent. Here's another. I walk to school at 7:30. I sit in class, listen to my teacher, and take notes. At noon, I eat lunch with my classmates. Then, I study English and do my homework.
Perfect. These are the kinds of simple sentences that beginners can practice.
And the more you repeat them, the easier they become.
Yes, repetition is key. You can practice saying your daily routine every day, and soon it will feel natural.
And don't forget, you can add times. For example, I start work at 9. I eat lunch at 12:30. I finish work at 5.
Adding times makes your sentences more complete.
Exactly. And later, you can add more details, like where you eat or who you are with.
That's right. But for now, focus on the basics: verbs, times, and simple sentences.
So that's our day until afternoon. Commuting, working or studying, having lunch, and continuing with tasks. After a long day, most people want to relax. That's a very useful verb. Relax. You can say, I relax after work, or I relax in the evening.
Exactly. And relaxing can look very different for different people. Some people watch TV, some read a book, some just lie on the sofa and rest. You could practice with sentences like, I watch TV in the evening, or I read before bed.
Another big part of the evening is dinner. We usually say, I have dinner at 7 o'clock. For example, I have dinner at 7:30. You can also use food vocabulary. I cook rice and vegetables, or I order pizza.
And if you don't cook at home, you can say, I eat out. That means you go to a restaurant. For example, I eat out with my friends once a week, or I eat out on Saturdays. Very natural English.
Dinner is also social. People often say, I have dinner with my family, or I have dinner with my roommate. Notice how we use with to show who we eat with.
After dinner, routines can change a lot. Some people clean up. I wash the dishes. I clean the kitchen. Others go straight to entertainment. I play video games. I scroll on my phone, or I watch a movie.
And don't forget about exercise. Some people say, I go jogging in the evening, or I go to the gym after dinner. Learners can build a sentence like, I go jogging in the park every evening, or I go to the gym 3 times a week.
For quieter evenings, there are other useful phrases. I listen to music. I call my friend. I talk to my parents on the phone. These are simple, everyday actions.
Another common phrase is relax on the sofa. You can say, I relax on the sofa and check social media, or I relax on the sofa and watch YouTube videos. That sounds very real life, doesn't it?
Definitely. And let's not forget about homework or studying. Many learners can say, I do my homework in the evening, or I study English for 1 hour before bed.
It's also important to practice time expressions. You can say, in the evening, at night, before bed, or after dinner. For example, I brush my teeth before bed. I read a book at night, or I drink tea after dinner.
Speaking of bedtime, the verbs are very clear and simple. I go to bed at 10. I go to sleep at 10:30. I fall asleep quickly, or I can't sleep.
And to describe the little actions, you can say, I set my alarm. I turn off the light. I lie down in bed. These small details make your English sound much more natural.
Let's build an example of a full evening routine. Something like, I come home from work, I cook dinner, I eat with my family, I wash the dishes, I watch TV, I read a book, and I go to bed at 10.
That's excellent. Simple, but complete. A learner can change it for their own life. Maybe they don't watch TV, but listen to podcasts. Maybe they don't cook, but order food. Maybe they go to bed later.
Exactly. That's the power of daily routine vocabulary. You can mix and match actions to describe your own real life.
Here's a tip. Connect your sentences with then. For example, I eat dinner, then I wash the dishes, then I relax on the sofa. It makes your English sound more like a story.
Great advice. And for variation, you can also use after that. For example, I take a shower. After that, I go to bed. Very simple but effective.
So now we've talked about mornings, afternoons, and evenings. Learners can practice building a full day in English step by step.
Exactly. If you can describe your day, you can have a real conversation with anyone. You can ask, what do you usually do in the evening? Or answer, I usually cook dinner and watch TV.
And here's one last practice idea. Write down your own routine in English from morning to night. Keep the sentences short and clear.
Then, read it out loud. That's how you turn vocabulary into fluency, by practicing daily, just like your routine itself.
We'd love to hear about your daily routine. Leave us a comment and share what you do from morning until night in English. It's great practice, and we enjoy reading them.
Yes, Your comments help us know what's useful for you. And remember, every little step in English counts.
So keep practicing, keep building your vocabulary, and most of all, enjoy the process.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Take care and see you next time on the Chill English channel.
Goodbye.